dangerous. Get dangerous. Shameless. Basic. Shameless. Get dangerous. That's my.
All right, good morning. Happy Tuesday. Let's get this going. Let's take a look at what we have happening here today on the session so far. Let's pull up our 15-minute higher time frame, kind of just do a quick breakdown of where we're at. So yesterday, one second guys, let me bookmap loaded here. All right, so first thing we have to take note of is that we are negative gamma today. I posted the key levels that we will be focusing on and paying attention to throughout the session here. Okay, so negative gamma environment today so far. We're looking at, where's my stuff? Okay, so we've had obviously CPI, big news event, big news spike into 29,866. We're going to just basically see how we end up handling our one-day max levels. We're going to see obviously if we can, if we end up failing back below 29,500s, we're expecting a major accelerated move to the downside. Obviously, as of right now, we are holding this structure coming into the open. So we're going to see if this New York, if CPI news event ends up holding and accepting, or if it's just a news pump and then we end up seeing it drift right back down to the point of origin, somewhere around 29,600s. Once we get there, we'll assess exactly what we want to do. So we'll let the open kind of clear things up a little bit. And then from there, start positioning ourselves accordingly. While that's happening, situated here. Yesterday was a pretty awesome day. Pretty easy price action. Today again we're negative gamma, so we're going to see if we get some accelerated moves. We'll be waiting and watching here as we open up, and just the main thing right now is just see how we handle the CPI pump, if that's going to be sustained or not. Other than that, just taking it one step at a time, nothing crazy. And of course, just like always, we're going to start with trying to build our little buffer first before our key levels. Do the same thing again and again, guys. Nothing crazy, right? Nothing crazy. Pretty straightforward stuff. Yeah, what do you need me to post into YouTube chat? I have to sign. I have to restart my NinjaTrader. It's gonna take me about a minute to do so. So I'm gonna be right back, and then we'll get this show on the road, guys. Sorry about that. I have to restart my NinjaTrader. Just made a quick update. Need to do this. I don't plan to take any trades here at the open anyway. So just I'll be back in like 2-3 minutes. Okay, guys.
Get dangerous. Get dangerous. Shameless. Lazy. Shameless. Get dangerous. Shameless. at me. Look at me. Look at me ballin'. With my brain up. Look at me ballin'. Got me famous.
All right, guys. Sorry about that. Had a little bit of technical difficulties there. Just had to reset my trader here, my Ninja Trader. Let's get this going here. Let's take a look at what we have happening here. So far, a big push down from the open, from a big rejection of 825s. Right here looks like it might be freezing up. Okay, good. There we go. We should be good now. Alrighty. Alright, guys, just updating my chart here. Not much going on as of right now, other than just push here from the open. We're expanding lower at the moment. Trying to see if we can get to some find an area how we can get into this. Right here. So just waiting here to see our reactions here that we're going to be getting. We're going to continue to trend lower and lower, or are we going to get some type of pullback? What's happening here? So we're underneath our prior hourly low. So we're breaking right now. We're testing the 700 big figure. Just watching to see if we're going to be able to participate. Just waiting though. We just got to wait a little bit more. All about waiting, right? Just got to wait for the setup. Got to wait for the setup. gamma levels are posted in the free Discord section. Eventually, we won't be using that. We're just going to be using our dashboard that we built out. It's going to have our daily game plan, which will include all our gamma levels, options breakdown, daily breakdown, everything that we look at going into pre-market. So for those folks, you'll have access to that, plus an actual full breakdown of what you need to be paying attention to for the session. So just kind of hanging out here at the 700. I'm pretty sure they're going to end up taking this thing a little lower, but I'm looking for a pullback or some type of pop first. Some type of pop first. See what we get here. Pull up all three, see what's going on. So we've got the SPX now trying to reclaim our flip zone. Right under the POC, it's coming on QQQs. Nice little pop there. See if these guys are going to try to sustain this breakout here. So it looks like they're trying to get a breakout. Buyers above 750 reclaim. Put on that news event. Put on some news just in case. Trump is going to start talking again. We're approaching our 9:30 open. Volume is quite thin today. Our Bookmap, nothing going on. Cruising. Okay, there we go. Under contracts from desk. So right now we got this shift here, this break happening, a reclaim of 750. So just kind of waiting. I mean, I don't really have any interest in buying, to be honest. So I'm just kind of waiting to see if they're gonna do something here. If this is the pullback we're looking for, but I'd wait to see if we can get maybe another pump into 811s, maybe even test 850s. We have one day max at 881s. So just kind of waiting for us to really maybe tap into some key level here. Not really doing much. We're just trying to accept above VWAP at the moment. So if you have your charts on, you're going to be looking at the VWAP, kind of gauge control. We should accept if we start breaking down. I mean, under 500 is where we would start to expect to see some aggressive selling off. We have a major cluster down below. That's what we want to be paying attention to. So those levels are going to be from 29,300 down to 100. So that like 200 point range. that underneath that cluster. So the first level that we're going to want to focus on is the 500, right? We start cracking 500s, like 540s to 470s. We get under that cluster zone. We're going to see some acceleration to the downside. And at that point, then we'll be looking at the next cluster below that. And then from there, we have major put support 29,000s. So as of right now, we're just letting price do what it does. It's kind of just recovering here, pulling back. You know, we had that big CPI candle. No, I didn't trade CPI. I didn't get a piece of it. I rather save my brain cells for, for the full session. To be honest. Okay, those on track now. There's our levels. I put our GEX, pull up the GEX levels. Okay, should be good. I don't see start. Okay. There's the breakdown right there for 740s. We'll see if that gives us continuation or if they're going to continue to chop around a little bit. Kind of looking right there. So we had a nice little pop and then a failure. So we had a pop above 750 and then a failure under 750. Would have been a good short. That would have been a decent scalp trade right there. Not really liking this action so far, to be honest. So I would want to see price maybe get back above 800. Can. Otherwise, we need to start really getting aggressive and breaking down. If it's going to do that, then that's cool too. So waiting. That's all we can do. Take it one candle at a time. All right, we got that break right here. So creating this rotation up now. So there's only one or two scenarios that can happen once we do that. So we bounce off 700, and now we either create another lower high or we create a higher high. All right, that's it. There's only two outcomes. So let's see if they're gonna play this game of rotating here at the open, getting people chopped up, anticipating trend. On my chart. So you guys still avoid of me adding stuff to my made some updates to our Cloud GEX, updated our hotkeys, did a bunch of big upgrades to our core stack that we use. So that's gonna all be added here, hopefully today, tomorrow to the back end. And that's gonna be pretty exciting stuff. All right, let's see here. There's the opening range. So now we've got the opening range set. There's my levels. Good. Okay. One day max 881. Looks like they're going to try to pump through ORB high. So let's see if they do that. So this nice reclaim. It was basically a trap low retest of 700s, and now they're beginning to break out. Sellers here getting stopped out at 775s. We're now getting offers. Now the book is opening up. Now we're getting some liquidity and some movement. Some liquidity and some movement. That's what we needed there. It was kind of stuck there for a little bit. I was like, what? Are we in a positive gamma environment? Let's see. Action there. Now the buyers will need to reclaim this if they're going to take control or at least get that breakup. The buyers want to get a higher high, right? We know this. So let's see. I mean, I'm not really seeing much, but we got this nice little rotation lower. Right now, we're going to start this rotation down, but we'll see if it holds up. Watch that 750 level. People trying to buy the breakout, going to get squeezed here. There's a big failure there. Look at that. Jeez. Another failure at 775s. So there's a flip positive, so we're positive gamma at the moment. We were negative gamma earlier, and now we're back positive gamma. Correct? Accurately. That's why we're seeing this type of rotation right now. Crappy price action. So far, low quality price action. And that's kind of what happens after news. You go through, obviously this massive move, and then prices just going to go consolidate for a little bit before it does what it needs to do. They're gonna do their decision point right now. They're going to at least get this higher high. The buyers want to get this completion over here, and sellers want to get the push lower. They want that lower low, right? That's what they want. They want to trap more buyers. Buyers have been getting trapped left and right. Like right over here, stopped out. Right over here on the breakout, stopped out. If you're looking at candlestick charts, look like you could have got that break on that reclaim of VWAP. If you're looking at 1 minute chart, pull that up real quick so we can look. The 1 minute chart, you can see that we're playing with 29,774 level. So we had initial dump, prices pulled back, rejected, now beginning to form what looks like maybe a bear flag. We'll see. Really bear flag trader, but you can see them trying to hold the pattern here, hold the structure. And we're just trying. So right now, I mean, I don't want to really be playing anywhere here in this inside. What's the hourly doing here? Let's take a look at the hourly chart. Not much on the hourly either. Well, it's already 9:51, so this is pretty much the balanced 30-minute candle, right? We've got the 30-minute forming a doji. So if it's forming a doji, that typically will mean the next candle, the next 30-minute auction should expand above or below if they don't do it here, right? So I think it's best just let this auction complete. Right now we are holding underneath 720s which is the POC of QQQs. Let's pull that up real quick. Might be helpful as well to kind of just acknowledge and see what's going on here. Not to mention the same day options expiration flows are positive right now. So you can see we're kind of holding this area here, our POC, and that's what's kind of holding price, kind of like major resistance here at 720. But if we start breaking down below 716s, then start seeing some acceleration take place. Take a look at all exposures here. So we're in positive gamma right now. So I mean, this is kind of what it is, positive gamma. So if you're trying to short, you're trying to buy, you're going to get frustrated. And in simple price action terms, it just means that the 30-minute or higher time frames in a consolidation. Let's see if they're going to use this as a trap again, or is this going to be a break? So we see them failing around 780. So we can kind of see how they've been playing with that level. And then 25 to 700 support. See, they're going to try to break out here now. Let's see if they get this breakout. New bid just appeared here at 700s. Let's see if they get that fill. Or if they're going to end up buying this move back up again. There it goes. See, try scalp back up to that target. Fives, get my little quick scalp there. Quick little scalp. Just a quick one. Just the fact that we're in this range, so just took that quick long on this flip right here. Nothing crazy, just a quick 15-point scalp. A little late, but whatever, ended up hitting our target. So fake breakdown there for folks. Okay, like they're gonna try to bust it out here. This is what we talked about like the last couple days, right? When everything looks confirmed, just avoid it, right? So in positive gamma, you're gonna avoid buying strength. You're gonna avoid selling the weakness. So right here, it looked like a breakdown, right? It looked like we had a break. This big 1-minute candle here looks like it was taking out. It was like an engulfing candle, and then it just trapped. Boom. And then you have this one right here, a big engulfing candle, and you already see lat fail follow through happening here. This is a tough market for folks who are one-dimensional in their understanding of price action, right? And they don't have they're not aware that the environment that they're in, so they're just treating everything like it's going to break out. It's going to break out. There it goes. It fails again right there. You see that? Boom. If you're using our indicator here, you have this, then I mean, right now in this market, just focus on the dots. Focus on the level, focus on the dots. We get above the level, we get below the level plus a dot, boom, take it. Under a level, right? 725, back above the level. There's a dot, boom, take it. I mean, literally everything has worked out except maybe for this one right here and this one right here. This one failed. Well, we probably wouldn't have taken these anyways, but that's just the market that we're in right now. A lot of flips, a lot of rotations. This market is low quality right now for momentum traders. There's no momentum, at least for this 30-minute candle. So we're going to wait, right? So we're basically basing, if you look at the chart here, 811s is a 30-minute open print, and we are underneath that 30-minute open print. We have not been able to even retest that 30-minute open print yet. They tried over here. Tried here, missed it, but they're going to probably do it. They'll probably do it. Okay, our same day, our 0DTE flows are now negative, so this is good. I mean, if you're sell side, if your bias is sell side, then this is good. This is a good thing. We want to see the flows, option flows, push towards the sell side. So not much yet. Just one trade so far. A little buffer. A little first trade. Yeah, exactly. We're already at the max high or near there within what is it? You said 89%. So that's why we're seeing this pressure potentially, right? So we've already used most of its expected daily move. So chasing definitely becomes lower quality. Chasing breakouts is not the move, which we posted that in the Discord, right? It's not the move. In fact, let's just look at what we posted in the Discord there real quick. So main decision level 750, which is what we've been pinning this entire time, 750 to 800s. If price accepts above 800, then the CPI spike, we can probably expect to repair that if that's the case. You know, typically they like to go back and revisit those levels. And then of course support below is 500s, 540s. So we start breaking down below that, and game over, right? So above 800s, and yeah, maybe CPI spike gets accepted and we start repairing towards 30,000. Below 500s, CPI spike fails, so get control. Downside targets 29,000, which is the level I've been kind of watching for the last couple weeks now. So we'll see. 30-minute auction in 2 minutes. So I've been getting questions about Bookmap. How and when to use it, because there's obviously mixed feelings about Bookmap. I know that because people usually will be like, oh, I tried it doesn't work, or I can't use it to trade, it's useless. And like, I totally get it because it's hard, but you shouldn't be looking at Bookmap unless like you're in an area of interest. That's when it's effective, right? When price is at a level, you're observing a level, and you're good to go. ATAS is better. Their heat map. I don't think I've used their heat map. Well, actually, I have a while back. And Motive Waves heat map too. I tried a bunch of them. But for me, whatever. I'm just very comfortable with my current stack. Whatever works for you, right? Yeah, MBO package is like, I don't know. I mean, I have it. I got all of it, but it doesn't really matter to me. You see an iceberg order, doesn't tell you, oh, I should sell, should buy. It's kind of like, oh, look, an iceberg order. Yeah, I still think at the end of the day that you still need to be able to like look at a chart and then have enough discretion to know when to enter. Obviously, you can use that. You can see icebergs, but then icebergs could also fail too, right? Yeah, I have all that. Yeah, we have that. Yeah, I think with everything that's going on with AI and technology, I mean, there's going to be so much enhancement with platform software access to stuff. I think it's going to be kind of overwhelming for folks. Oh no. Never liked heat map. Yeah, I like the heat maps. I find it helpful to see liquidity, and then obviously you can see where they trade. What the effect of the order flow is. I mean, you can use a DOM as well. So it's just your preference, what you feel comfortable looking at, what helps you make the right decisions in the moment. At the end of the day, it's about execution. So if DOM works better for you to execute, like one of my buddies, he doesn't even look at charts. He'll just look at a DOM and just straight up read that and take charts and take trades. Actually, what he does do is this he'll just look at large orders, large resting liquidity in the DOM, and he won't even pay attention to the DOM until he sees something like out of the ordinary. Like him and his brother, this is what they do. They manage money. When he was explaining to me, this was probably a couple years back, I was like, you actually just do that, and that's what you do, and you manage how much money? So I was kind of like shocked, and he's like, yeah. We just look at and his whole method is just like, we look at larger than normal like anomalies in the DOM, and then that's what they base their thesis and trade plan on. I was like, all right, cool, that works. That's the thing, man, right? Like everything pretty much works 50-50 at the end of the day. Nothing's like 100%. Obviously, there's some edges that have more or less, but you also got to take into consideration different markets. Certain systems will perform at a higher level, and then the market changes, and that same system doesn't perform the same. So in the end, it's pretty much 50-50. You know, maybe even a little less than that. It's just more so about your ability to execute consistently. That's the variable, right? Yeah, spot gamma. What about spot gamma? Those 10 o'clock is beginning to push down. So we got that break now, 750 again. So this time we're going to see if we can start expanding away now. Opening range low. Looks like it's on. Yeah, it's useful, but you know, there's other tools that do the same thing. One thing I like is quant data. Quant data has very similar tools, but it's actually, so they call it like flow. They have the flow, a couple different widgets that are really powerful. They're very similar to Hero, but you can use it specifically for, you know, let's say whatever instrument you're trading, right? So QQQ and DX. Quant data is really cool with that. I like GEX AI. It's a lot simpler platform, and they just added something similar so you can see the flows. But I like this. This might be worth checking out. They literally just dropped this, I think, yesterday. So at the bottom, it's showing us that, you know, basically the options flow during the session. Very similar to Hero or Hyro or whatever they call it. Right, but I think Heroes is only built around the Mag 7, if I'm not mistaken. So that's the only thing. I think it's useful because it tells you the timing of the overall breadth of the market, right? So you can see if the breadth of the market, if there's more sell pressure or buy pressure, what's going on. So that can help. That can help. You know, if you're an options trader, that's important because it's all about time, right? So it's all about time decay and all that stuff. I'm not an options trader, so I'm not going to sit there and talk like I know all that stuff. I'm a futures trader. So again, I'm a short-term momentum trader, scalper, and I'm just looking for edges around these levels that I know that we have important positioning in and around. And I just use all that to just leverage up. And then if I can leverage up and I just happen to be in sync with the overall market regime, flows, then my trades can go from small scalps to bigger scalps to swings. And that's what works for me. Yeah. What are you talking about? GEX AI is 3 SPY, SPX, and QQQs. So there's a breakdown, guys. So this is now beginning to unfold here. We're beginning to crack the 700s. So this might be a failure of CPI spike. So meaning that they could not accept and reclaim that level. So if this ends up breaking down and holding below, if we don't see reclaims, then I think 10 o'clock hour is going to stay heavy. All right, so that's looking good. So see the clean price action on the chart here. We're getting some lower low, lower high structure. We're getting some aggressive selling now. We can see the selling coming into the levels. So got some bids stacking here down below. Salsa lessons 47.46. You actually give salsa lessons, bro? I'm from Miami originally, so I grew up around a bunch of Cubans and Colombians. So believe it or not, I could dance salsa. And some bachata and some merengue. Let's go. All right, let's see. I'm waiting here. What are we doing, guys? The low, so far it's just beginning to just become a very slow, grindy session here. Let's see how they handle 700s. We're back inside or testing the bottom of the opening range low. Are they going to accept back inside? Are they going to reject it? We did get that nice little break here, but it feels suspect, to be honest. It feels suspect. Feels like they want to take it back up, maybe do a little bit lower and then take it back up again. I don't know. We'll see. Flows are negative, so there's definitely selling pressure here that would support some movement lower, but it seems like they're just kind of holding price in this range still. I use GEX AI, and then we use a couple of other tools to kind of just get the levels. And that's basically it. Most of the data probably comes from Data Bento. So if you're familiar with that, that's kind of like the back end from the majority of options data. I haven't used data. No, I haven't used that. Pretty sure it's going to give you, I mean, it's pretty reasonable looking at it right now. Yeah, so I mean, guys, you know, the main thing is just get the levels that you need, you know, and to me, there's obviously a combination of things you want to pay attention to. The main things is going to be just the overall exposure for the session, positive, negative gammas. You want to know where the biggest exposures are. That's very easy stuff. I mean, you can get stuff like do Mentor Q as an example. They got great tools, very good for beginners. A lot of cool stuff there. We also just give the levels out too, so you can get that from us as well, because the levels aren't really, to me, it's not like proprietary. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh my goodness, let's hide the levels from everybody, because you can still have the levels and still lose money. What up, Jay? Was Jay the one? Was that you yesterday with the ES? I think you're the guy that was trading ES yesterday, right? We ended up getting that big dump right after that call wall failed. Call resistance. Yeah, that was good. That was really good exercise there. You saw? I mean, kind of like that whole interaction of call resistance, how they kind of pinned that level for like 2 days straight. And then finally they just let it go. And once it let go, it was like, all right, boom, nonstop. Same thing on that. Same thing on NQ. Same thing happened. GEX spot's also pretty cool. There's a lot of cool tools, man. I'm currently using quant data. I'm using GEX AI for the more advanced tools and stuff at the moment. I'm not an affiliate of them, so FYI, that's not like I'm talking about it because I'm an affiliate. So nice rejection there of the opening range low. Could have been another quick scalp, but yeah, a little too close to 650s here. So I don't know, just not feeling convicted in these moves lower. Let's see. I'm also watching on my 15-minute chart this structure right here. And this is why I'm like under 540s, and yeah, we can get short. We can see all the key levels down below. So for me, it's like, yeah, if we start breaking down below that, then yeah, we can get that bigger move, and then we start targeting blowback slow down here. But I mean, anyone looking at this might still say that it still has a possibility of holding up, right? So that's my concern. Right here, you can see them on my chart, buddy. Let's actually, we just posted it in the Discord. If you're in the Discord, you should be able to see it. I just do that so that way I don't have to like read every price of the GEX levels. But the main levels you want to pay attention to is 1-day max at 881s, so 29,881s, which we've already tagged. And then the 1-day min is 28,976. Middle's 428s. And then once we start cracking below 540s and 470s, we should see some acceleration back down to this cluster here. So I'll be targeting down here for bigger amplified moves and put support. So this is what it could be if we start getting some sell side acceleration. So we got 3 minutes left now. Let's see. These guys are kind of curling here under 680s. Yeah, no problem, man. Are you looking for the levels for ES? Is that what you're asking me, bud? Here, I'll get you the ES levels. I should probably create some type of thing, right, that just plots it on my live stream. That might be helpful. Yeah, watch out here. Watch out here. These boys are trying to reclaim opening range. Let's see. It's going to be a dumb entry if I take it. Oh. Look at Bookmap, see what they're doing with this level. This is the only time I look at Bookmap. I pull it up right when I'm considering a level. Yeah. Not for me right now. At what price? At what price? 770s, 750s? Oh, sorry, 570s? The ES. So just watch out for 565s. But we've rejected already the main level 85. We got this opening gap below. Big rejection there. We can see that they were kind of trying here on Bookmap, and then you got these last buyers who just got trapped underneath. Wait for this 15-minute close. See where we go from there. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Right now, it's just kind of just grinding lower, but no conviction. No conviction. Take a look at the trio here. The oh, my freaking charts open. There we go. This is what we're watching here. We got the POC on SPX down below 500s. So we'll see if this ends up becoming an accelerator price. There's really not much going on. So we're kind of right at that flip zone here. 75.31s on SPX. So we just failed it. So let's see if they stay heavy underneath. If they do, we can get acceleration down to 500s. We're seeing the NQ beginning to press. Once we get back below 714s on QQQs, this is going to turn into negative gamma again. Exactly. See if we can stay heavy. So this was cool because right from 952, this was basically telling us that they flip bearish on the flows. Pretty good. It's my first time using their tool called Market Tide, so very cool so far. So it looks like we're about to flip into negative gamma here on QQQs. No big buyer stepping in. Doesn't seem that way. Immediate fail there on that 15-minute. Okay. And they placed a bid there at 570s. Let's see if they end up filling that. Oh wow, 700 contracts right there on the ask. that. Let's see. And then they're filling. Almost trying to defend the 600 level. Let's see what happens here. At 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. breakdown. They had the opportunity to reclaim, failed to reclaim. 9:52 is when flows got negative, and now we see this nice little trend happening here, some expansion. 600 tick move so far. I will admit, this morning I woke up and I was just like a little off I just felt a little off today. I don't know why. I think I'm just like really freaking tired. I guess I'm talking too much. I'm talking way more than I normally talk. That's what it is. Since I started live streaming. Pretty physical, sitting there talking and reading charts at the same time. You know what I mean? So I told myself today, I'm like, I don't feel 100%. So I'm going to definitely pace myself, take it easy. Wasn't trying to like go in like aggressive. It's kind of important to recognize where you're at mentally before the session, so that way you don't, you know, get into a boxing match with an opponent you're not ready to handle. But that's the good thing about having a system, right? Because the system's a system, and so regardless of your feelings, your thoughts, your emotions, you just follow the system, and that should be your guardrail. However, if you start finding you can't execute your system appropriately, then you know that's it. But my system is pretty structured, so I know when I should enter, when I shouldn't enter. So regardless of how I'm feeling, but that's also more so me like kind of just feeling like, well, I don't know if I really want to be like yesterday I took quite a bit of trade. So obviously during the session and then after the stream, took a quick break, came back to the market and just cranked it out. Did really well yesterday. Market presented a lot of opportunities. And I don't know, maybe that's what I'm tired from. But we'll see. There's that big pop there. All 600s are trying to defend here. So we'll see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's see if they hold this little level here. Nice little pop. We got a break going on here. Breakout. But we'll see. Yeah, bro. I only had, to be honest with you, like less than 5 hours. Less than 5 hours. And I think what happened too is like we were doing some work last night, finishing up our back end, and thank God I don't have to code anymore. You know, we have AI for all that, but you know, it just still takes a lot of brain cells. Finishing up everything. The big thing right now is just integrating AI into the back end. So for our people who part what we do, they're able to literally take obviously everything that we're seeing here, then kind of match it against their own trade execution, and then from there kind of get like real-time feedback on what they need to be doing to optimize themselves. Because let's face it, you know, you can have every strategy in the world and still be a broke trader. How many of us here know people who know everything and still broke at trading, still make no money? Right? I was like that for a long time. I've been trading since 2016. It took me a long time to be able to like get consistent. It took me a long time. Of course, you know, started like most people trading stupid stuff like Forex and crypto, and then eventually small cap stocks, and then eventually futures. I wish I would have started with futures, but that's not how it went, right? Let's see. Yeah, they definitely. Let's see if they can reclaim this opening range low here. The book has been pretty thin today, so there's really not much going on. But we are beginning to see. They're still selling into this. The flows are still negative, but let's see what happens. Nice big pop though, I will say, right off of if you're looking at, for those folks who do use the lug levels, 611, very nice level. Look at how they just reclaimed that. They popped the bid for 100 contracts. That was a catalyst for the move back up. They never filled it, so it was just a tactic to just get price moving again in the opposite direction. Let's see. Let's see what they do. So everyone's now looking at this as a possibility of a move back to CPI high, right? That's kind of the mindset right now. Everyone's like, yes, we're gonna get that break of the high. Let's see. Yeah, they're chewing right through it. Yep, there was 100 contracts there at right back inside the opening range low. So what I would want to see for this firm up a little bit is I'd like to see price break back outside the opening range low and then reclaim it again. And then at that point, maybe I'd consider 1030. We'll see. Maybe we get something. I just don't want to be buying when we're this displaced under the 10 o'clock open. I mean, we're about halfway through, so I mean, they could still get there and reclaim this, and it becomes like a big ass hourly wick. But we'll see. Yeah, we'll see what happens when we get there. Fed chair is speaking right now, so just be cautious. Be cautious as he's opening his mouth. So him talking, I may not want to participate right now. Okay, here's that break under opening range low. Let's see how they're going to handle this, the sellers. Careful, this guy's talking. It's on inflation. Be careful. Careful. Boy, he's saying inflation is a choice. Okay. Wow. We'll see if this large volume spike here on QQQs has any impact. We'll see what happens here. $8.9 million. Okay. Oh boy. That's saying a lot of stuff here. All right. This is where they're going to try to reclaim opening range, but we'll see what happens here. There it goes. Boom. So that's freaking interesting. So that move, we just saw it on the GEX terminal. That big volume spike big call volume just hit 8.9 million. Looks like it just got loaded in. We got that big pop there. That's interesting. Let's see if it's real. Exactly. Exactly. This is what I'm saying, right? So this guy's talking, you know, Friday you had Trump, yesterday you had Trump, today it's Walsh. So we got to watch out. Okay, just watching this price here at 650s to see how they handle 650s, if they're gonna break out from 650s or support 650s. So watching this low right here, and maybe they reclaim it, take it back up, or they get aggressive, then this could just be that pullback, and then we get a bigger move lower. So we'll see how they handle the 650 level. Watching the book map right now. Watching the 650 level here. I'll take a quick attempt here. A quick cut though if it fails. I'm in long. Let's see what happens here. We're stalling here 75s. Can we get back through to the other side? There's 650s. Taking my target half, partial. I'm going break even as we test the opening range. That's 2 trades in right now, 2 base hits. There's 25 points. I'll take it off. So trade number 2. Another quick scalp there off that 650 reclaim. Right there. Nothing fancy. So looking at GEX, we could see that major flip level was defended. 714. So let me get rid of this. Sorry, guys. Large volume started coming in at 1025. We're beginning to see the flow begin to curl. And PLC shifted from 700 to 720, so they lifted that. So upside magnet pulling price higher. Yeah, that's the opening range low. 650 or 685s is opening range low. That's kind of where they're hanging out. And the 1030 open now, right? So they just opened to 1030 right there at that level. And we're back under again. So we'll see. We'll see. Hey, feel free to share your trade ideas too, you know. So if like you're getting long, feel free to pop in the chat. You know, it's good to see what other people are thinking. there's that reclaim. Again, opening range. So I think we might see a test of 70, 72s, 720, sorry, 720s, 730s. Another level here pulling up. 29, 730s, give or take. Let's see if they can get this higher high. So they got to get through this region here. If they do that, then they may have a chance. Now that we are accepting above 1030 open, so now this 30-minute. Now we take a look at the 15-minute chart. It actually makes a lot more sense now that we've kind of created this nice rejection. It's kind of why I said I was not feeling the short, right? So structurally, it was just like, I don't know. Let's see what happens when we get to this level, 540s. So 540s for me, this cluster below, yeah, we have this range, but it was really more so this. Like, this is the area I was kind of wanting to see price get through first. And now they're rotating from down here. So we've got the 600 now kind of holding its support. Just drop our, I don't know why this one never works on this chart. I gotta figure that one out. Let's see. So it's our lug level is what it was, 611s. 611s. Oh, Trump's talking. Be careful. Okay, it was nothing about Iran. It was about Japan now. Okay. Oh, they're bidding this bad boy up. Let's see. Holy moly. Should have stayed in my trade, man. No, I'm good. I already knew. Going into today, so we're holding this positive gamma right now. So we're still positive gamma on QQQs. Looks like flows have flipped from negative to positive. They may get at the CPI high after all. So we'll see. We're beginning to get some momentum here. Start opening up. Gotta be careful, folks. Nice little reclaim. See if they end up taking this leg up higher. Feels like they're going to. See if they're gonna pull back and then go again. Watch this red line here. Okay, we're about to reclaim 10 o'clock open here. What's the price? These are going to be able to hold above the print. Now we're in positive gamma. Just remember, we got to be careful with buying breakouts, guys. Positive gamma, be careful buying breakouts. Be careful. We're testing our POC here on QQQs, 720s. Gotta be careful. can see there how they are holding this area here at lug levels critical. It's critical. 74.50s. So as they start pushing through these highs, let's see how what type of selling they do. Feels like a Trump candle about to hit. How many of you guys feel like it's about to be like a crazy Trump candle? Feels like it. It feels like it, but we'll try. Try a tight one here. 720s on QQQs. We still got some room. Stopping the POC exactly. Yeah, smart move. Let's see what happens here. Let's see. I'm in for a quick scalp, so let's see if we can get a little pop here to 800s. This is where they dump everybody usually, Trump candle style, right? 720s POC. Let's see if we can get to it at least. Close are positive. I'm gonna extend my target out, take my partial, go break even quickly. All right. I end up getting tagged out on our trail, but that's okay. Okay, trade number 3. Bingo. Bingo. POC here. We're testing. We expect them to sell against price as it moves towards that level, 720s. All right, my trail's out, so we're good on that for right now. Just let it do its thing. There's a big rejection there. That's why you always got to use your stop loss, bro. Let's see how they handle price now. If they're going to continue to try to bid it up. But watching now, what's this level I'm going to pay attention to? 55s. Quick scalp. Short here. Tight stops above 75. A quick immediate cut too if it immediately reclaims that level. Yeah, I'm out on that one. Quick cut. Looks like a nice little reclaim. Let's see. See? There's the actual move right there. I should have used the Stop there a little wider, but that's okay. Paying attention to this level to see how they deal with it. Now that we are rejecting that POC, we'll see. Rally sold, dip spot. There you go. That would have been the target right there. So stop was a little too tight there on that one. So took the first one, it was good. Second one, tight stop on that reclaim. Stupid because it freaking went, but it is what it is. Are they going to stay heavy under this level or are they going to reclaim this level? Let's see. Big man. Should have. Oh man, that's annoying, huh? Had the right idea, but poor execution there. And too tight of a stop loss. Too tight. $45. People trying to buy the VWAP here. Let's see what happens. If we start supporting here, let's see. Otherwise, maybe even deeper move. We're at a major level here. Well, not really major level, but important level here. We could probably expect them to should start seeing price support right around 730s here, 725s. We'll see if it holds. Might not be ready yet. So for me, for this to reclaim, I mean, we're kind of just in Chop City right now at these highs. So I'd want to see one of these happen and then hold and then go. See what happens here. Maybe get back a retest of the POC on QQQs. See if we can get to our flip here. This is a flip, our rotation flip here for Renko. Swap holding up. People trying to buy this. Take a look at Bookmap. See what's going on there. Take a look at Bookmap. Doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. Moving back towards our 1030 open at 84s. Big move lower here. Big dump there. So now we see if we get some support. I get a prime long signal here. Let's see what happens. I want to watch the 84 level. If they can hold that level, maybe look for a pop, but yet, guys, yet. Oh, oh, let's see. Might be the catalyst, huh? To get back above. Overnight highs. Watching this level here, 84s. They're going to be able to sustain, hold it here, and if so, then we look for a potential move back higher. But we're stabilizing here at the moment. Below, so we'll see what happens. Buyers are not fully back in control yet, so we just need to be patient here. Yeah, they're now probing this key level here, our opening range, or sorry, opening range, our opening range low, as well as our 1030 open. That we can reclaim opening range low here. A little too early for this, but I'm in. I'm gonna try if we can stay above that 84 level here. Be a quick cut if we fail. And long. So we'll see if we can get a push back to 720s. Boom. There's my scalp target. Stops break even. Holding for 720s now. What was a scratch? 5 was a hit. Ooh, we're up 20, 30, 40 points right now. Let's see if we get to 720s on QQQ. That'll put us right around 800s, give or take. The NQ, there's 50 points. I'm going to trail my flip here. That's a nice trade. We got in, we didn't really wait for confirmation structurally in terms of price action. It was just more about the reclaim. So this was a reclaim entry underneath the opening range low, get extreme here. So you see sellers coming in. I think you guys can see that. Seller, 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 and then fail, follow through. We reclaimed a level, my little dot. My little dot right there. Bam. We're good. We have a long way to go to get back to 800. So it should, that'll be my target. I'll just take my target there at 800. So let's go. Possible opportunities, but it needs to hold 729s here. 729s needs to hold. See if we can hold. Well, technically, at least what you're seeing here on this chart, this level here just needs to hold. And if that holds, then maybe we can get to the next ladder up, or ride this ladder higher. See my last trade, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm just happy I was able to catch some pretty decent base hits. So overall, just even though I'm not feeling 100%, was able to follow the plan, right? And that's the key thing. Just follow the plan. Follow your plan, you should be okay. Let's see if we can get back to 720s on QQQs. That's kind of the magnet, right? I'm anticipating that move higher. So the breakdown logically was the fact that we're positive gamma, right? We had a migration from 700 720 on the PLC. Structurally on futures, we're looking at the opening range low. I'm looking at the opening print. Then from there, looking at the execution layer, which in this case would have been a break reclaim of a key level. So basically a fail follow through. And then using for tightest entries possible Renko. So my Renko literally came in right at this flip right here. And my stop loss technically would have been either the swing low or 75 reclaim. So it's like 60, 70 ticks. And that's it. That's how you do it. That is how we do it. All right. Let's see as we start pushing towards our POC. What the heck is my thing here? There we go. Tape stall. Be careful. Pretty strong right here. They are pressing into this level. So 775, I'm going to take another partial. I'll just take the partial now. Just take it now as we start approaching POC. Who wants another Trump candle today? Not me. Not I. And then for that, I throw my big target now. So I got my little runner there. Let's just leave it all the way up to 923's overnight high as a lotto trade, just in case I just happen to be lucky today. Highly unlikely it's going to happen, but either way, I've locked in some, so I'm good. Pay myself throughout this expansion, and that's it. We chilling. We are chilling today. Pretty smooth day. I mean, I think today was just more about not being too eager to jump into a trend. Not being too eager to jump into a trend. And honestly, the flows today, I mean, it was really, really helpful. You know, I think using the positive gamma environment, we understood the fact that we should expect them to buy on breakdowns and sell on breakups, right? So sell rips and buy dips. And we just want to kind of trade like those guys. We just want to do what they're doing. Salsa is long to 876, right underneath that one day max. It's good. Let's see. See if we can get to that target. This is just chilling right now. We're just Little nice little push higher. Let's see how we deal with 75s as we start approaching some orders here. I mean, the book is super thin on NQ today. I mean, nothing really stands out. Oh, it's just chilling, I guess. You guys are getting some value today. You guys are liking the stream. Hit the like button. I know I may not be the most entertaining YouTuber, so I get it. I'm not as entertaining some of the other guys, but hit the like button. 806s, let's go. Also lessons is he's a pro at this gamma stuff, man. When you need to start doing some stuff, dude. You seem like you're on it. You know a lot. You're killing it, bro. I want to watch your stream, dude. Thanks, man. Appreciate that, dude. Gotta watch out this level here, 780s. 780 is a big level. Let's see if they can reclaim that level here. Don't really look at charm. Really look at charm. Do you trade futures? Or are you an options trader? Looking for a push here. 800s. Let's take a look here really quick at my freaking. Let's look at GEX. What's going on? Keep building up. Okay. They're up 100 points right now. I'm just gonna leave my stop loss here underneath this opening print, and let's just see what happens after that. Cool, man. Yeah. Okay. Are you swing trader? Are you holding? Are you short term? What type of trading do you do, bro? You caught that long? Good for you. Yeah. Good work there, Jay. Good work there, buddy. Jay caught 300 ticks. Nice. Yeah, maybe I should look at charm. I rarely ever hold the whole session. I don't think I've ever done that, to be honest. At least this year or last year. I think for my framework, it's more rotational. I'm looking like every like 30 minutes, 60-minute, 4 hours. But I understand for those folks who can't be on their charts. Absolutely, that's cool. See if these boys are gonna keep holding 72s here or 74s. My Renko? You mean like what do you mean working? Like it shows up on the like meaning effective for entries, or what do you mean working? Like my strategy around Renko? And most Renko systems are like silly. Most of them are pretty silly, to be honest. Some of the big vendors out there, it's like very cartoonish, like the Ninja Renko guys. Like it looks so gimmicky. It has a place, I don't just use Renko, but Oh yeah, entry points, exactly. It's good for the entry points for sure. Okay, tag that on that trail there, guys. So we're done on that. I think I'm done for the session here. Oh man, I'm tired. Yeah. Entry stuff is pretty straightforward because I think the hard part for me was always been like timing my entries and then staying in my trades, right? That was always my battle. Just never really good at it. I don't know why. Some people are great at it or great at entries, but I was like never good at entries. Like I'd be like fumbling and too early, too late. And then I don't know, just started using Renko back in 2023, and I sucked with Renko too for a little bit. I bought some system. It was like an automated trading system, complete trash. And this is like I told myself I used to never use indicators. I was pure price action, and then I was like, well, I suck. So let me try using a system here to help me with my entries. And bought this system, like complete trash. Like the guy who made it, like he never even made money. Like he never even. I mean, he would like literally blow up on stream every day. I was like, that's not good, right? The creator of it can't even like pass an evaluation, right? It's pretty bad. And that was like my first introduction to Renko trading. Those guys at Obsidian Indicators. I think they're still around, but complete trash. Complete doo doo. Oh, there we go. Oh, that target would have got hit. Thanks, JC Trades. Appreciate you, man. All right. Go. Expansion on this 11 o'clock hour. Right on time. You got your targets there. Gonna get to those targets there for salsa lessons. Let's go. See if they can pump. Is that it? Well, you know, positive gamma. Careful. Careful. Trump is talking, bro. Trump is talking. No, trifecta is not retired, bro. It's optimized actually. AC. Oh, were you part of our crew back in the day? Trifecta. Yeah. I mean, that's technically the framework for entries, dude. Right? That's always the framework. That these are all. So we've replaced the height entry. So we would be using these entries for trifecta to now instead actual volatility based entry. So everything I've transitioned things a little bit from microstructure to volatility, and that's actually given us way bigger trades, way better consistency, way less trades, but not way less trades. I would say less trades, but way better alignment with what's really going on with the higher time frames. But it's all pretty much structurally the same stuff. These guys can just get it done. These guys are gonna be able to get it done. What was the level you're looking at there? Salsa lessons. 806s. Oh, they already hit the level. 806s. But we're positive gamma, right? So I don't know if we're gonna see more push. And we're again approaching our 1 day max at 881s. 15-minute looks like they want to take out that CPI high. CPI high. Oh, cool, man. Well, good to have you back, bro. Good to have you back. Join the free Discord. We got the Discord open, free Discord. I haven't started posting yet. I haven't started doing too much. We're building out the back end. building out the back end of our infrastructure here, guys. Let's see if I can show you guys a quick sneak peek. It's not done yet, but basically take a look here. I'll just show you what it's going to look like when it's all done. This is going to have everything that we do built into the dashboard. You log in, it's going to have our market outlook for the session, all the key levels, options breakdown, everything that we look at. So from there, you'll be able to build your own trade plan. You can either import our trade plan, right? So you can kind of use ours as a baseline, or what you do is you can just create your own from scratch. It's up to you. You can connect your accounts. So this is obviously dummy data. This is not real data. And then what it's going to basically do for you is obviously you can see your journal, what's going on at the end of the session. It's going to have a report card. So you'll be able to like pop in your report card and then see all your trades for that session. And then this is going to be integrated with AI and integrated with your trade plan. And then it's going to start comparing your execution and performance. So this dashboard is really built around performance, helping people not just like learn how to trade. Obviously, if you know how to trade, cool, but it's about your ability to execute. And that's what the number one focus is of this situation here. And then eventually we'll have AI commentary, which is crunching everything I look at. So obviously you see I use a bunch of different tools, but we're going to be pumping like order flow data into it, options data into it, real-time data into it. And then from there, you can literally just hit the button. It's going to tell you straight up, like, this is what's going on. So that's happening. Then all the indicators and stuff like that we use will be here. All the courses, it's not really, I guess courses on everything, for folks who want to learn all that stuff. And then eventually it's going to have, for folks who are like not ninjas yet, like if you're not a black belt in trading yet, it'll have a whole thing that can take you from white belt to black belt and keep people on track. Because let's face it, like you can learn concepts for free. Like you shouldn't really pay for courses. I mean, unless it's like something really, really amazing, but most stuff you can learn for free. But we just know that information's like everywhere, and that's not enough to make any money. You can have all the information in the world, doesn't mean you're going to make money. Good work, Salsa Lessons. He's killing it, bro. He caught the whole shebang bang. The whole shebang bang. Let's pull back up that GEX heat map and see what we got going on there. No migration yet on that POC. Got a nice little seller here at 872s. Got a little cluster here at 872s, 875 on Bookmap. Let's see if they're going to use that. Are we approaching our red? Oh, we're at our pink lug level too. Very cool. So you can see on the 15-minute, go back to our 15-minute chart. Big pop from 600s, yellow lug level. Positive gamma this entire session. So initial pump, dealer sold into it, rotate down, drop, dealers bought into it. He opened the session, pump, right? So it dampened. Then we had another little drop here too on a small time frame, right? They supported price, held it, 650s, and now we're seeing rotation. So let's see if they're going to be able to take out 916s. Then we have call resistance at 30,000s if they can get up there. I don't know. But one day max is the next target 881s. So one day max 881s. Still haven't gotten to that volume there. So 850 right now. They're trying to base here under 850s. Let's see if they get a reclaim and then pop through. We got another 3 minutes left here on this next 15-minute candle. So they got 3 minutes to try to juice here. Let's see what's going on here in my chart. Oh, it's kind of just, oh, it's just the candle itself. Okay. I was like, it's not moving. What's going on? Session today. I mean, it's definitely been pretty decent. I mean, after the first 30 minutes of the session, then we started opening up and things started flowing. So very nice, very nice. Very clean stuff today, guys. Very clean action. Looking at a 1 minute chart, I mean, it's so clean. Like just 10 o'clock, push down, reclaim 10:30 open. That's initiative move. Came back, held it. Look how price just held that level there. 5s. Couldn't get a closure through it. Boom, popped up, and now expanding higher. Now we're just trending. We're just trending up, trending up. 1 day max about to get hit at 881s. 881s. Got some clusters on Bookmap. 872, about 100 contracts sitting there. Easy picking price to just pull. If you're not already in a position, game, you don't want to be getting into a position right now. Like, too late. Too late. Oh, Trump's going to be talking again, guys. Trump's going to be talking again, guys. Put your seatbelt on. All right, new 15-minute open. Let's see what they do here. We get that final push into a 1 day max. 881s. On I. How'd you figure that one out? Matching it up with other data sources? They pumped through 866, 881s, 1 day max. Looks like we're going there. Got 100 contracts just sitting, waiting. They just pulled 50 contracts and lifted that offer higher at 880s, 875s. Facing here at 850 times. Looks like they're about to lift. Let's see if they're going to lift this up here. Try to get it done. I'm not in a position right now. We're just watching just to see if we get this final push through. It doesn't look like they're going to do it just like right now. I think what they're going to do first is probably trap low and then go. But who knows? I mean, it's getting real tight right now. They're coiling here. We're dealing right underneath major lug level here at 286, which would be a target. It's like minor resistance, so we can see that that's holding. Combining that with our one-day max, so this area up top, kind of just like hanging out, holding price. But we got this offer here, and so that could be easy for price just to trade through. Here we go. Let's see if they can get to it. See if we can take out that order. Want to look at it on the book map? Let's throw the book map on there real quick. Sitting there at 872s. So that's what's kind of holding price right now. Let's see. There's a house hearing right now. There's a lot of shit going on right now. Walsh is still talking. Everybody says there's a lot going on. There we go. All right, there's a little red dot. Let's see if we get a green dot. I'm not taking any trades. I'm just watching, guys. Just watching here at this point. But that's the pullback. Let's see if it is a pullback. Here we go. Let's see. He's out. Okay, Salsa's out. Probably wise. These highs, one day max. Let's pull up. It's not nice when they do that. Close beginning to weaken here. No, still stable. Let's see. Yeah, big rejection here on the ES of 600s. Anyway. See. Nope. No momentum up here. Do another order out. Let's see. Lug level here at 35s. Yeah. Mm. Screenshot. Okay. There they go. They're gonna try right here again. Let's see if they can get that final tag. Yeah, they're gonna try to consume 72s. So let's see if they can take out 72s. Got an iceberg cell that just showed up right underneath that level. Doesn't really matter. They're gonna probably trade through it. Let's see. Don't be buying these highs. Don't buy rips while we're in positive gamma territory, guys. Here we go. Gonna get it done. See them reloading there at 72s. Reloading. Oh, boom. Or more? Is that it? That. See? They took it out. Let's see now what happens if it's now going to level up, ladder up. Okay, watching what happens here at 75s. Are these buyers going to get trapped up in this area here? Are they going to get trapped above 75? Are they going to continue to try to accept above and then we get that final pump to the 22 level, 922s? So far, I mean, we can just infer based on the last 4 15-minute candles that these guys have a mission to accomplish here. It looks like 900s. We're coming into the 900s. They're going to try 900s. Let's see if they can reclaim 75 to get to 900. Let's see. These guys gonna be able to take out that little offer there at 72. 25 contract offer. Boys are struggling here. The 88 level or 86 level. Sorry, 875 level. So 75s here on Bookmap. I'm on Bookmap. If you guys aren't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Gonna go from one subscriber a day to maybe two. Yeah, buddy. Alrighty. Let's see. We push through 1 day max. Got major target above 916s, big red on the lug levels. 916s would be our big red. And then high a day from overnight would be 922.50 or no, 922s. Already 11:30, almost 11:30 here. Let's see if on this London close, if they're gonna be able to get some volatility here, some spike. Holding at 75. Let's see. Get it. Yeah, I hope trades have been pretty decent today. Pretty decent today. That was a pretty dope long signal. Worked out. I came into the session honestly not thinking I was gonna be able to do much today. Like, but it's whatever. Good. That's why I'm not even trying to like press. I'm just waiting. I'm not gonna take any more trades. I just want to see how this is gonna resolve here going into 11:30. You know, you're addicted to the game. Just want to see how the movie ends, right? Like a Netflix episode of I don't know, whatever show. Want to see how the show ends. Let's see. Pretty sure gonna take out that 100 offer 900s. Let's see. Let's see. All right, there's 11:30 open. Holding this 1 day max. Let's see if they're gonna be able to stay above 1 day max. So far, just anything higher, but we're approaching this major area here from 900s. 900s to 916, that zone. Very important. ES is also struggling here at its 600 level. Could be a nice little scalp setting up, but we'll see what happens here. I'm probably not going to take it, but just watching. Let's see. Let's see. There we go. Watch. There's my flip. It can hold the 65 level. Get back above 75. Get back above 1 day max. And get back above 11:30 open. Let's see if they create this high here. Back under 75 again. Okay. You got to move back down to POC 720 Qs. Take us right back down to like 70 775s maybe on the 775s. Not ready yet though. Right. Failure there at the one named Max. So there's still a possibility they can reclaim. So I mean, see what it does here. Oh, something going on in the rock. Alrighty, let's see. Something's going on here. We're getting some movement. Movement here. Alright, I think I'm gonna call the stream here, folks. I'm gonna wrap it up. Pretty much took just 5 trades so far on the session. I think I took like 2 losses, 3 wins. Overall, probably about 100 points profit for the session. Maybe a little less. The last one was over, I think, about 85 points on the final runner. So yeah, I think so. I think we actually ended up probably maybe like netting about 50 to 85 points on the session today. Not too bad. Yesterday was also really good. And our goal is just to keep it up. Let's just see what we can do each and every day. We show up and we execute. Follow our game plan. Don't get emotional. All right, gang. Thanks for tuning in today. Appreciate you guys. See you guys tomorrow. Go take a walk. We'll get some coffee. Take a nap. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah. 577. Listen to salsa lessons because this guy's on point with all his call outs here. All right, guys. You guys have a good one. Thanks for tuning in.